You mentioned Mandalorian before. Do you want to talk a little bit about the uses of it on Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi and other shows like that?
The job for replicating the voice of young Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill's voice, exactly how it sounded 30 to 40 years ago in the very first movies. And that's been challenging projects because you can imagine data that was recorded a while ago. And our goal was to make it sound like it was recorded yesterday. And technology is really dependent on data. So those projects, they usually require a lot of time, a lot of efforts. And luckily, Skywalker sound team is amazing. They're so dedicated to perfection. They spend so much time. They record thousands of takes, like literally thousands of takes. So the output is really good. But we also noticed that we were able to improve the quality of sound of Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian to Boba Fett. So in Boba Fett, we really like how it sounds. In Mandalorian, we might have had some tiny questions regarding our output. But also they do amazing post-production, and it's unique experience for us because first we can learn from best. We can learn from folks who were in charge of audio innovation in Hollywood for several decades. But also, it's really encouraging for us to see our work in such major movies. And also, it's really cool to see reactions. So once Mandalorian was aired, we were not able to speak about that according to our contracts. We were credited there, though. And we saw fans' reactions, and it was so unusual to see a grown man crying because with Luke's appearance, they were brought to their childhood, to their youth ages, and some parts of their life, of their bright moments from their past was brought back to them. It's really meaningful. In Obi-Wan, we were working on James Earl Jones' voice. It was a very cool and very hard project. It was specifically hard for us because at the time it was an active phase of this project delivery. We had this Russian invasion, full-blown invasion started in Ukraine. Though luckily we managed to go through all the challenges that it introduced to the company and still be able to deliver. And yeah, we'll have many interesting stories to tell once it's over and Ukraine wins. It was very good to see the result in Obi-Wan. It was really high quality content. It was very educational for us to see how the team respectfully treated the data, the character, the way how a character should perform. This is something that should be introduced to the industry in the very beginning of the technology like ours adoption, and we are lucky that we have such partners introducing such big projects in the best possible way. It was a big piece, and also it was very cool that we got some significant press from Mandalorian, from Obi-Wan, and in each headline we had Ukraine. So it was not just Respeecher recreated the voice, it was company from Ukraine. And it's really important for us to keep Ukraine high on global agenda.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everything that you guys are going through right now, it's got to be really tough. And if that means that you guys are putting, in your way, attention back on Ukraine, again, like it's great that you're able to help with that, because yeah, I think that it's easy for all of us who are safe and away from all the terrible things happening at the moment to forget that sometimes. Yeah, it's so important. And do you want to talk a little bit about the Speak Ukraine movement and what you guys have put together for that, and also who's participating in it?
In the few days after the full-blown invasion in the end of February, once we figured out how we work, how we operate, all those things with some people relocation and stuff, we were thinking about how we can apply our technology to bring more attention to Ukraine, to support Ukrainians. And given that at that time we already had some really cool first samples from our system in cross-lingual mode, that means that we can enable, say, Tom Hanks speak any other language, having their voice timbre in. We thought it would be cool to launch a campaign when we let famous people to be able to say whatever they want to say to Ukrainians, some word of support in our language. And it has another layer of meaning where we know that our language, Ukrainian language, has been a target for Russian filthy attacks for many centuries. Actually, they tried to destroy our nation, not just by destroying it physically, that's not the first time they're doing that, but also destroying our culture. And our language is a huge part of our culture. It's quite meaningful for us to bring more attention to Ukrainian language. And therefore, we launched this campaign. We called people from different fields, celebrities, to join it. We delivered a few pieces. One of the first was with Bielievtsov from The Orange is the New Black, and she recorded an amazing video. And also she wore this embroidered shirt we sent her some time ago when we were cooperating on one of the projects, and it really supported. I mean, it supported not just us; it supported the community here. It was received in a very warm way. Then we did Mother of Elon Musk, May Musk, and we are going to release 2 more pieces in a week or 2. I wouldn't say the names yet, but those are major celebrities.
That's amazing and inspiring as well. So I love that you're doing something like that, and also, of course, how well received it is. Yeah, I think it's amazing. I hope that more people get involved in it.
Yeah, and we are focusing not only on like Hollywood celebrities or actors. I mean, any famous person who is recognizable all over the world is welcome to join. If that's an astronaut or IT entrepreneur, we are just committed to do that because we see how it's being received and how meaningful it is.
That's excellent.